At the podium, we've got, we'll start off with our third place finisher, number 35, driving the Phoenix Performance Subaru WRX, Andrew Aquilante. Congratulations on your first career podium finish in Speed Touring Car. Talk about your race. You got up, you started 8th, you got up into the top 5 pretty quick, but talk about your battle with Cunningham, especially during the middle to late stages of that race.
Yeah, the start was good. It was a little bit, the start was good. It was a little bit wild there the first three laps with Jason and Petey going back and forth. And Jason got around him and we kind of settled in single file. And then about halfway through the race, I started trying to pick it up, and his tires started to go away. The Subaru with its all-wheel drive was pretty good, and we just kept on gaining on him. And there's a couple lap cars, but finally caught up to him and had a few runs at him down the front straightaway and going side by side. He knew what I was going to do, so he protected the inside well. And there were a couple times he let me down the inside, but just couldn't quite make it stick. Trying not to run him off the road. So it was a good race.
Talk about what was going through your mind when you had the opportunity to pass Peter going down into turn 1, weren't quite able to make it. What was going through your mind at that point?
I was just, I wanted second, but I figured third is better than being parked on the side of the track, and Petey, would appreciate that. Wouldn't have just punted him off. So I didn't want to, mess up the car. We had a little issue earlier on in the week, and the crew did an awesome job putting it back together. So I didn't want to make any more work.
Well, congratulations on your podium finish. We've got our second place finisher, Peter Cunningham, driving the number 1 Acura real-time Redline Oil Acura TSX. Congratulations, Peter, on your finish. You really had 2 battles today. You had the first one with Jason early on in the race that you had to kind of fend him off, and then he got by you. First of all, talk about that, and then we'll talk about your battle with Andrew.
Yeah, Jason was definitely strong right at the beginning there. I thought I could hold him off, but he made a real strong bid and had to let him have it. Got away for a little while, just a couple car lengths, but then I don't know if he, let me come back at him a little bit, but I was closing on him a little bit, but then just as that happened, then Andrew and the Subaru were coming, and that gave me something else to think about. So definitely had a great battle with the Subaru, and was touch and go there. I wasn't sure I was going to be able to hang on, but it worked out for us.
As you battled Jason early on in the race, you just mentioned about having to fend off Andrew. Talk about what you had to do. You had to protect a few times going down into turn 1. It seemed like you got a good run on you coming down the front straight. Talk about that.
Yeah, I just really tried to get off that last complex there that runs onto the front straightaway the best I could, because I knew that the Subaru would have a head of steam on me. And a number of times I did take the inside line to protect that and forced him to try to pass me on the outside. And he almost made it work a couple times, but it worked out for us.
And finally, being a veteran racer, knowing that you're competing with Andrew, some of the words of wisdom, what would you bestow upon him, given the fact that he did what he needed to do to try to take second place from you? You defended it well. What did you have to do to keep him behind you?
Yeah, my advice would be, Andrew, just stay in line and don't make any untoward moves. No, I think we raced together last year in a different series, so I knew of his character, but I figured he wanted to move up a position in front of all the Subaru people here. But we had a very clean race, and he did an excellent job, so I'd welcome him back again to do this again.
Congratulations, Peter.